Good morning, Astro Ponderers. I'm Tess with your weekly Metaphorcast to bring the poetry of the skies down to the actuality of daily life. This episode is for the week of Monday, November 30th through Sunday, December 6th. A full moon eclipse crowns the last day of November, dazzling in Gemini before the start of December. Gemini sparkles with reflection of thought, the flint of the fire and all we've been taught. Sparkling and glittering for centuries back, sensing of freedom and enlarging the crack. So more creativity can leak in and keep us on track. The archer aims his arrow, pulled taut against the bow. The arrow in flight shows the way life likes to grow. From his book, The Phenomenon of Man, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin says this of man's true place in evolution. Man is not the center of the universe, as we once thought in our simplicity, but something much more wonderful. The arrow, pointing the way to the final unification of the world in terms of life. Man alone constitutes the last born, the freshest, the most complicated, the most subtle of all the successive layers of life. Sagittarius, the season we are in right now, is that very arrow, the life of life itself, and its direction of growth. With love, the future sets us free, the distant future and the one of immediacy. In a world where nothing is static, the question does become, in which direction are you moving, and from where have you come? This is a question that can be asked at any given moment. Sagittarius season is bubbling with an effervescence, spreading with delightful incandescence, to remind us of our truest essence. Outward on streets lights spring up as expected, inward a fire glows warm with direction. Mercury will be at the deepest degrees of Scorpio on Monday for the Gemini full moon eclipse. Gemini rules the hands. Teilhard de Chardin says that our arms became free, so we could hold our hands to our face. With narrower eyes, we could perceive what we hold in front of us, and thus reflective thought was born. He says, man came silently into this world. The next day, as December begins, the trickster goes into Sagittarius with a growing confidence, realizing he holds the keys. His hands are free, like the sky and the sea. Venus, the love goddess, stirs in Scorpio. She overhears the trickster's epiphany and creates a stormy, passionate symphony, seeing her gifts of art and love as the fire that holds everything together from above. She breathes in the sweetness of a vibrant red rose. From her delicate hands, the whole world she does hold. Mars moving onward in Aries in an epic voyage that's lasted half a year. His lover's tune seducing his soul, freeing his vibrations to a place that is bold. As Robert Frost said, freedom lies in being bold. Jupiter moving away from Pluto and into a tighter conjunction with Saturn in Capricorn, in dynamic tension with Aries fire. The strategy of caution serving hope in a most noble of ways. We've learned so much in these past few hundred days. Uranus in Taurus, the evolution of nature becoming more natural to reflect on. Neptune in Pisces, the dream in the seasonal archer's heart. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, we aim above the mark to hit the mark. The moon, as mentioned, will be full in Gemini at the beginning of the week, the sign of the hands, Aristotle's tool of tools. Evidence of Sagittarian spirit shimmer in the stone carvings of the ancient world at the skill of ancient hands. Full moons are nights of illumination, as Langston Hughes said. I look at my own body with eyes no longer blind and see that my own hands can make the world that's in my mind. In the later hours of Tuesday night, she wanes gibbous in Cancer, her true habitat of moon. Bears are beginning to head to their caves. Light is dwindling in the days. In the fluorescence of the horse's season, a Cancer moon is a perfect reason to find some hookah with dimmed down lights, store some power in the soul's delight. Friday, Saturday, and most of Sunday host a Leo moon, and the atmosphere is full of fire. The fire of expression, the radiant life of love. In the season of upward flight, who can push aside this eternal delight? As Venus comes into trine with all-encompassing Neptune, echoes of the four tops ring out into the ether. Reach out, reach out, reach out. By Sunday afternoon, a Virgo moon wanes on, in the spirit of learning, and the ever-in-motion weaving of the imagination with experience. In which direction are you going, and from where have you come? Contemplate on this Virgo moon. Remind yourself of just how great is this ability to contemplate, to draw something close and then set your eyes on the distance, to feel evolution at work in your very existence. As always, happy astro pondering. To watch the video of today's show, or for contact information, visit me at happyastropondering.com.